Hi everyone, and welcome to our insight for our Small Business Forum on this Friday, 8th of May. We have a fantastic panel of great speakers, all specialists in communication skills and understanding how to reach your customer with the right message. So I've got a sneak preview from our three panelists. Firstly, we have Suzanne Stark from Media Potential, and she's going to talk a little bit about her insight. Then we're going to hear from Yvette Adams from the Creative Collective, and then finally from Kate Vandervoort from Social Mediology. And they will just give you a little bit of a sneak taste of what they'll talk about at our forum on Friday. The link to join is in the comments. We'll see you then.
For most of our clients, we start with, well, who are you as a person? And then who are you as a business as well? And do they align? And then how do you communicate that? So we'll find some clients will say, oh, I really want to be really warm and friendly and this open sort of business comms, and yet they're really cranky, stern, and never smile and don't show that warmth. So you can have these values, but if you can't communicate them, it means nothing. And that's across the board. That's verbally, it's in all their website, in their literature, everything that they do, the values have to resonate the whole way through. So I'll start with them for them to actually think about who they are and what their values are for themselves and as a business, and then talk about how they actually communicate that. And then we use examples a lot, which I was just thinking, we have been obsessed with Jacinda Ardern for 8 years, well before she became so good at what she does. And we actually dissect what makes her so good as a communicator, like what's, because I'm sure she just thinks she's an ordinary woman, but she's not. So it's that whole thing of she's very genuine, she's very authentic, she's warm, she's empathetic, but she also follows through on her decisions that she makes. So there's this foundation to her communication. So I'll talk a bit about that because that resonates with business as well. Because we do a lot of media crisis and we go into huge organisations, and even in organisations that are massive, there's a lot of panic, of course, but you can't let the customer feel that panic. So it's about how to communicate in a really strong, calm, strategic way that the panic doesn't grow and that they stay with you in these crisis times. So I thought I'll tie that in as well.
The advice I've been giving a lot of businesses is to use video, go live. Hopefully, I think this has forced a lot of people to go to video and they might not have been comfortable, and believe it or not, I'm one of them. It just seems like such a big thing to get in front of a camera and do your makeup and your hair and will I stumble and all of those things, but going live cuts through, and being doing it in a timely manner and a human manner, I think is really, really effective. So I think what's going on is forced some people into that realm. We are starting to talk to people about relaunch now. What's going to happen when you relaunch? We may not know when that is, but let's plan for it. What does that look like? You've probably never had so much the benefit of time of what that could look like, and let's rethink things, because maybe your business is quite different. But even thinking differently about what platforms you even use. Are you on the right ones? Should you be focusing more on LinkedIn if you're B2B? Have you even thought of TikTok? I mean, I had an hour-long meeting with them yesterday, and they're pretty new to Australia, and they've got some pretty amazing advertising options available. Quite a cheap platform to be on at the moment. Not for everybody, but very interesting what's going on over there as well. So
what I'm finding is a lot of businesses are going broader and panicking and pivoting and hustling and trying to find a way through this that's really not going to be sustainable in the long term. And I don't think we yet know what's coming. So it's almost a bit of a pause whilst you want to stay connected and really maintain those relationships. Now is the time to also pause and just consider who you're speaking to, now more than ever, knowing who your customer avatar is and really getting as personalized as you can in the content that you're creating, rather than the broad panic of trying to connect to new audiences and more people, because we feel like there's a real lack of customers right now. So I'll talk a bit about, who that ideal customer is, where to find them on social media, and exactly the kind of content you need to be sharing to speak to your target audience in a really personalized way so that they feel like you're connecting directly to them.